Welcome back to the channel. This is Football Temple brought to you by Azar Studios. The 2024 Women African Cup of Nations finally comes to an end as the Super Falcons of Nigeria, 9-time champions, will take on host nation, the Atlas Lionesses of Morocco, who are aiming to win the competition for the very first time in their history. For the Falcons of Nigeria, led by coach Justin Madugu, Nigeria has never lost in the final of the Wafcon. For Morocco, it is also history as they are making it to back-to-back finals for the first time in their history. Nkani Sam and the Bishop joins me in the studio for what is an interesting one, because we must say first before we go on, happy birthday in arrears to Nkani Sam.
Thank you.
Who of course are turned a year older. A day after the Super Falcons defeated, the Banyana, the girls of South Africa. And we're all at this place to enjoy ourselves. If you did not see or see videos of it, you're on your own. No, somebody missed it. No, so how do you feel missing that celebration?
I feel boxed up. I feel pained. But at the end of the day, come on, he's such a great guy,
Thank you so much.
An absolute gentleman. Blessings of God upon him, When everybody loves you, you know what I mean? Come on,
Thank you so much.
Come on, I can't say less. Great guy, great enthusiasm, perfect visionary. Come on, if I say the sky is the limit, I lied. The sky is a stepping stone.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thank you so
And
much.
it also, when we say the money expert, trust us on Nkani Sam
yeah.
to break it down for you.
Mr. Budget.
If Arsenal or Barcelona sign a player,
He wants to know
he's
the
not
financial
looking at it from
the football angle. Nah.
He has gone behind to look at what
What
is
does
the cost
it mean?
implication for Barcelona
Why
if
would
they're
they-
playing for 20 games and then keep him out for 10 games. And of course, we'll just say happy birthday to Nkani
Thank you so
Sam.
much.
We wish
Thank you so much.
of course,
Sincerely
all the
appreciate.
best in life.
Sincerely appreciate. Thank you so much.
Well, let's come now to the Women African Cup of Nations proper,
Yeah.
guys. It
Yeah.
is Nigeria up against the host nation. Now, they say Thunder don't suppose they strike twice.
Yeah.
But let's cast our mind back to 2023, if I'm not mistaken, or 2024, when the Super Eagles of Nigeria defeated South Africa in the semi-finals of the African Cup of Nations, and then went on
To lose.
to play the host nation Ivory Coast in the final, and we lost. 2 years later, the Super Falcons of Nigeria are now in the final of the Women African Cup of Nations. A 2-1 win against South Africa in the semi-final, and then we now face host nation Morocco. I hope Thunder does not strike twice, guys.
No, he's not going to strike twice. Come on. I mean, the last time it happens, justified,
Yeah.
explainable. I mean, almost everybody has tasted that laurel in that squad as the last time it happens.
Yeah.
But this time around, we're talking about 13 debutants who are hungry, who want to taste that, and as then a different gaffer, a different coach.
No, I'm bringing
The Super Eagles.
Super Eagles reference in the last AFCON
Yeah, exactly.
to what is happening to the
Yeah.
Super Falcons.
Yeah.
We beat South Africa and they went on to play Ivory Coast and lost
And
in
yeah,
the
Now
final.
beat
Now
South
we beat South
Africa,
Africa women
we play
and now
Morocco.
play Morocco host nation.
Sincerely speaking, Morocco is in the final for just one reason, because they're the host nation, not because they're that talented.
Hmm.
But there's an improvement compared to what we saw the last time the AFCON.
Absolutely.
Yeah, with the AFCON was played there.
Yeah.
So, are we going to win that month? Absolutely yes. Am I scared of anything? No, not at all. Come on, why should I be afraid of? When you've seen a team that has progressed, started very roughly, but got to a point where, come on, we've seen a different performance completely. Yeah, struggled against South Africa, which I didn't expect. Because just sincerely thought we we're going to have a golden mission X.
Yeah.
I want to go and have that golden mission X. Bench me, I even consider just one goal. But it's not they're going to strike twice. Come on what ground, on what conditions. So it happen. Morocco, yes, decent team. Not bad at all. But compared to the Super Falcons, you can't put them at par. They are, like I said, they are in the final because they're the host nation. Take away that, come on, Morocco would have actually been in the final. And Ghana were wasteful. Ghana didn't take their chances.
Yeah.
Because take it or leave it, from
Badu.
Ghana were a better team. But that
Antwi.
penalty was worse than the school
Boys,
boy arrow.
yeah, exactly. Absolutely shocking. But anyway, if you look at it from this point of view, where the fact that they've got some good manager, Pedros, who was there, took them to the first AFCON 2 years ago, where they hosted as well. Some of the key players in that squad as well, still there, Tagnod, Gerardi, Ghizlane Chebbak, and Marichi, the goalkeeper, who was also fantastic in the penalty shootout. They've got quite a kind of a solid team. But like you said, in this tournament, they haven't stepped up. Marichi started they were making schoolboy errors in the first 2-3 games. The goalkeeper,
Not
who was,
convincing at all.
who was solid at the last Wafcon. And then other apart from Chebbak, to be sincere with you, I've never seen any player who has really stood up. Whether it's Tagnot or Gerardi, it's the 2 goals scored by Gerardi, unfortunately, are penalties. So that tells you when a striker is scoring only penalties is a problem.
They scored 12, considered 6.
Exactly.
11.
And
11.
Okay,
considered-
And
yeah,
that
11.
tells you that they
consider, I mean,
they
11.
Six.
Okay, six. Yeah,
They ship in goals. And if there's one thing that the Super Falcons is known for,
They're not
the fact that
shipping
they shut up shop.
They're on a mission.
And I don't think they've not even considered go out of open play. The only goal they considered was from the penalty shootout from Linda Matoho, who sent Chiamaka the opening direction.
Not from open play. Yeah.
So they've been quite solid. And again, I must go back to give on Snatcher Hale a knock on the head. A very experienced player, an absolute stalwart,
She was only the sound
making
player.
such a schoolgirl error in that manner at this stage of her career. He said no.
Almost
But
exiting
again,
the Super Eagles. She's almost exiting the
Super
Super Falcons.
And they say all is well that ends well. We won.
Yeah,
Okay,
it ends
so
well.
we scratch that.
I think.
But I don't think she want to.
Just correct. Morocco have scored 12. The Falcons that have scored 11. So
yes.
they are the highest scoring side.
They've
right,
scored.
yeah.
You know,
They
they've
scored
scored
12.
You're not
I'm
doubting
so
it.
sure of that,
They've
yeah.
got players. I think the top scorer right now is Ghizlane Chebbak. She's got
4 goals.
We've got our own Chinwendu Ihezuo. I think
3
she's got
goals.
3 goals as well. We're both scoring sides.
Yeah,
but the
we're
difference with that,
not
Nigeria
conceding.
is keeping the back line.
But you have to concede
short.
from open play.
No,
Exactly.
See, the difference is just more than Nigeria not just conceding. The difference is you have an experienced side in Nigeria. You have a side that actually tasted this.
Wafcon before, like,
over and over.
exactly.
So you have a side that is more compact to me. You have a side that is well tutored and well coached.
And even when it comes to,
more
even
talented.
when you bring it to the youth, we've got some youthful players that are very fun.
Simple.
Esther Okoronkwo, and absolutely stalwart, if not one of the best players of the tournament. Rashida Ajibade stepped up, I know, but come on, for me, Esther
She hasn't been
Okoronkwo,
convincing to me.
exactly.
She hasn't been
Esther
convincing.
Okoronkwo, Ajibade, yes.
She has been a better player
After the group stage.
After the group
But I think
stage,
the best player for Nigeria at this Wafcon has been Esther Okoronkwo.
Yeah.
4 assists, 1 goal in 4 games.
in 5 games.
In 5, okay, if I give you
Proper
add the last
midfielder.
game,
She gives
proper,
you feel-
exactly
she gives you the feeling of
that
a proper
feel good
midfielder.
factor. Like whenever she's
She
on the
knows,
ball,
and she's young.
very young.
She's very young.
Whenever she's on the ball,
Yeah.
you feel something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Jennifer Chegide hasn't hit the height we expect her to hit at this Wafcon. But at the end of the day, I think, like you said, pound for pound, player for player,
Come on.
stride for stride. Come on,
Well,
Nigeria
all of them are
should be far ahead.
Well, let's look at Morocco's journey to the final of the Women African Cup of Nations. Started with a 2-2 draw against the Copper Queens of Zambia. They had to come back twice in that particular game against Zambia. Then they went on to defeat the DR Congo by 4-2 before a slim 1-0 win against a very physical Senegal side. Then defeated Mali in the quarterfinals by 3-1 before stopping Ghana on penalty shootouts to reach the final for Nigeria. It started with a 3-0 win over Tunisia in their opening game, followed by a slim 1-0 win in their second game against Botswana before a goalless draw in our last game against Algeria. We then spanked the Copper Queens of Zambia by 5-0 before edging South Africa at the death by 2-1. Now, similar sign, Nigeria, at least one thing is common in the two sides, is the fact that both sides have faced Zambia in this competition. So the only common familiarity between the two sides is Nigeria faced Zambia, and of course, Morocco also faced Zambia. While they played at the 2-2 draw, the Super Falcons dismantled the Copper Queens, annihilated, humiliated, and made sure Barbara Banda was banded in Band A in Nigeria Electricity. And all of this, it just tells you one thing: Morocco are not scared. But there's a huge factor. Aside the last game, Morocco will have had at least one penalty in every game. Now, this is a factor that we must look at. And also the fact that Osinachi Ohale, we did not see that part of Nigeria until that stupid mistake from Osinachi Ohale that led to that penalty. So it means we also need to be very careful.
See,
now, the competition has been played in Casablanca.
Nigeria
But the final, even Morocco have played all their games in Casablanca. No, they're now going to Rabat for the final.
Deliberate.
So it means that we're not playing against Morocco alone. We are playing against the entire nation in the final.
It's normal. I mean, see, they are on the verge of making history.
Should we be scared of the officiating?
Not really, because there will be so much eyes on the officiating. There will be, the whole continent will be watching, so you can't afford to make. Not even the whole continent.
Guys, remember the last time we met Morocco? The whole world was watching. We had 2 red cards. In the semi-final,
it can't
and went on again. Even though we held our own, but went on to lose on penalties.
I understand that, but it's going to become 2 different things entirely right now. See, the simple truth is this, right? Africans are known for their shenanigans. They do a lot of things. Understand? They find a way of frustrating their opponent.
The laser,
everywhere
possible. That laser that I hate.
I saw the laser in one of the games,
including to the referee's face.
Exactly.
But come on, that is not going to intimidate us. That is not going to stop us from winning. That. See, if you're better, you're better. If you're good, you're good. If you're distant, you're distant. And what you have in this team right now, compared to what we have in this Wafcon coming, we're far better. Now, I understand there'll be a lot of things. We saw what happened with Super Eagles last time we went to North Africa, Libya particularly. We ended up not playing that game. But Morocco, no matter how funny they are going to behave, and you know there's an extent that they will not take it beyond because
the world is
it's
watching.
the final.
Yes.
So the whole of Africa is
FIFA
watching.
is watching.
And FIFA is going to be officiating. Knows, come on. See, the truth is at times your opponent matters. What you can do to probably a small African country, you can't do it to Super Falcons.
Yeah,
we're big. As far as this continent is concerned, when they say women football,
the first name that comes to mind is Super Falcons. Yeah.
Super Falcons. Current competition, we might not been able to be there, or we have not been there that much. But come on, so with all these things, right? I understand what they're trying to do. It's normal. See, you have to win at all costs. They've not tested this glory before, and they have an opportunity back to back. I think they were in the final last time. They lost South Africa. In Morocco they wouldn't want the same thing to have, so they're doing everything possible, which I understand. And even if I were in the shoe, bro, I wouldn't mind doing some of these things. But because of the amount of talent in that team, and because of the self-belief, the conviction I've seen in that team, and what the coach have been able to do through the process. I mean, like I said, I would never take my word back from what I saw during the group stage. Maybe on the group stage, upgrade. So like I said, nobody's going to stop.
I think there's another angle we need to look at from as well. The fact that Nigeria has not played any extra time. We've not played beyond the 90 minutes in all their games. South Africa were, unfortunately for Morocco, they have pulled the whole distance by Ghana, and they have to go around there. Now, I forget, Nigeria played earlier, so Nigeria has more rest time, and they played more minutes in the semi-finals. Yeah. That could be another factor. But at the end of the day, like you said, it boils down to quality.
That's it.
Which is Nigeria has got quality.
Yeah. I mean, compared to Morocco,
I could go back to the names of the players that did not make it to the squad. That on a normal day would walk into the Moroccan team and play.
Gift Monday.
Exact, Gift Monday. Edna, that lady who's
Madi
as well. So, but at the end of the day, man, come on. I don't think we should be scared. I don't, there's no out of fear.
No, see, the fear should come from their theatrics.
Maybe.
Trying to do everything possible to frustrate us. Now, that's just one thing. They've moved the game to Rabat, right? Let's watch out and see what next.
Now, this is where the psychologist in the team will have to aim her coin. Tell the girls to calm down.
Forget about
no pressure.
Normal.
Play football. Football is 11 about 11.
But you know the funny thing. Now the biggest question is this, right? You know, before the tournament, they normally name the stadium that would host the final.
Yeah, it was Rabat was named. Rabat was named.
So we already know. We knew.
Nothing so special.
We should know we are going to Rabat.
It's not a theatrics. It's nothing the same. It's the normal. It is what is expected. Yeah. So regardless of who got to the final, Rabat would have still been. So come on.
And for one reason,
not a big deal at all.
I'm also cheering them on is because of Justin Medogo. I think if he wins this Wafcon, it gives other indigenous coaches a side to say, come on, hey, I've got a chance. Absolutely. So aliens are from Africa. Okay, I agree Ghana got a foreign manager. I agree Zambia has got a foreign manager.
I think
Morocco has got a foreign manager.
French manager.
This guy's got the Champions League twice, Pedros. So that's for the Women's Champions League. So at the end of the day, talking about European Women's Champions League, but at the end of the day, come on, man. Then I just should look at them and say, look at the bigger picture. Mission X.
Okay.
You can't get this close and then drop it.
Now let's look at the Super Falcons team. The coach went with the unchanged lineup against South Africa, the same team that beat Zambia.
Yep.
Should he keep faith with that squad or change something?
If it's working for you, why think
unfortunately, there's one player that will not be able to make the final. She's still being assessed. That's what Jennifer Chegini. I'm talking about Justin Medogo. He spoke about the fact that she picked up a knock, but she'll be assessed, and that will determine her participation in the final. But at the end of the day, I don't think there's any problem in fitting in. There's Deboya Brodun, there's Christy Uchebe who can slot into those places and do the thing. I think if there will be any change for me, it will be the fact that no matter what happens, I think we should find a way to start Christy Uchebe. When she came in, she was a live wire. She was the creative act. But again,
I think I differ with you on that grounds.
I think she's a fantastic player.
We saw how they played during the group stage, right? Then coming to the stage without tinkering. It works. So if it's working for you, why change the winning
if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Don't fix
but at the end of the day, somebody has to step in for Jennifer Chegini. If it's not fit,
then that case is different. Absolutely
different.
So
you should go with the same lineup if she's fit.
I mean, a lineup that gave you 500 reply goals against Zambia.
Now, the problem is now is who makes it to the bench, because we have 24 players. Unfortunately, 12 players can make it. But last time it was we had to sacrifice Francisca Odega. She was
injured. No, she was actually injured.
So it's who do we drop out? Will we drop in that Chiamaka Nnadozie who hasn't had a single minute in this game and let the return back to Odega, who I think in the game she played, she had a fantastic game. Apart from the fact she missed a lot of chances against Algeria. It was our best player on that pitch. But again, like I said, the lineup it picks itself. I think I won't change anything.
Guys, score prediction for that game?
I'm going for a slim victory. I think 2-1.
Somehow finally conceded. We conceded from open play.
He's going to pen me. I wouldn't want that to happen. But like you said, Ohale.
You don't expect that aspect from our game.
Yes,
but not just Ohale.
Came from the Blues.
Not just Ohale. I feel they may be a little bit nervous, so there could be some careless tackle in the 18-yard box that might lead to a penalty. Now, the goal that's going to come in is not going to come in from an open play. No, it will be a penalty.
Set piece of
a
penalty.
dead ball, you understand? A penalty. Not even a set piece for me is open play. If you ask me, you understand? I'm talking about a dead ball situation. Penalty. Keep the ball and knock the ball into the net. I think that's what, so I'm going with a 2-1. That at worst, if not 2-0, but I wouldn't want to be that on.
Give Morocco something, make them no cry. 2-1. Not so?
Well, I want to go 2-1, but because he picks 2-1 and it's his birthday, I'll let him stand on his own. I'll go with a 3-1 victory to Nigeria. I think we've got firepower in the Moroccan defense is terrible. I can assure you, if Chinwendu Ihezuo and Esther Okoronkwo get chances, they would score 3-1 Nigeria.
Well, 3-1 Nigeria. The guys have said it's going to be Nigeria 3, Morocco 1. But rest assured that we'll bring that game to you live on Saturday. Of course, our coverage starts at exactly 7:30 p.m. Nigerian time, with the game kicking off by 9 p.m. Nigerian time. So follow us on all social media handle to get updates from the final of the Women African Cup of Nations. Guys, quickly before we go, there's a losers final.
Yes.
And it's going to be Banyana, defending champions, up against the Black Queens of Ghana. Unfortunately for South Africa, there will be no Salgado, who is injured. But the good thing is that she's done surgery. Of course, Super Falcons players were also there to see her and, of course, show their support for her. We wish her all the best. It was a nasty fall and a nasty injury, but it's part of the game. You know, let's break.
Just remember the Eduardo situation. It just remember of the Eduardo situation.
Yeah.
When everyone was describing his hand, at the back, everyone was describing. I mean, same thing.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
But
that's just beyond football.
We are
humans.
We are humans.
I understand, but it's the hazard of the game. You know, this happens to the best of us. Mason retired at the age of 24. Why injured? We saw this guy clatter his head. Raul Jimenez, when he was at Wolverhampton Wanderers, it's called. He had to go for a proper skull surgery, and he kept on playing. So these are the hazard of the game. We don't pray for these, but
it happens. Wow, this part of the game.
It is what it is, my brother.
Any chance for the Black Queens to end up with a medal, or you think South Africa all the way?
Well, I think South Africa are being boosted by the fact that they are playing for Gabriella. You know, they want to end well. You know, they say all is well that ends well. It may not be the goal they wanted to defend the championship, but again, this Ghana team is a work in progress. They will learn. They've got a foreign manager who I think is doing a fantastic job. Yeah. They've got players like you call them Antwi as well. They seem to be like a team that can progress in the next 2-3 years, 4 years. But it's still a rough in the walk. I don't think they can give victory against South Africa. I don't think so.
I think I'm just sympathizing with South Africa because of the Salgado situation. Yeah. Right, so I'm just giving South Africa.
So no chance for Ghana.
It's going to be a fantastic game.
It's a big game. Good game. Very good game. Yeah.
And I'm giving you South Africa.
Well, they've given it to South Africa, but we'll see what happens. That game will be played on Friday, Nigerian time, 8 p.m. The third place match of the 13th edition of the Women African Cup of Nations as defending champions. Now booted out by Nigeria, but fighting for the third place. The Banyana of South Africa will take on the Black Queens of Ghana. But rest assured also that game will come to you live on Football Temple. Yes, we'll bring it to you live on YouTube. So just sit at the comfort of your home and turn on the notification button to enjoy that game live from Rabat. Football Temple brought to you by Azar Studios.